All right, let's get right into it. So, you're all set, you're excited to start coding in Python, you've gone through the whole installation process, and then you hit a wall. It's the very first big question, and honestly, it can be a little confusing. Where do I actually write my code?
Look, you're not alone here. Every single person who learns to code asks this exact question. You're just sitting there, staring at your screen, you know Python is on your computer, somewhere, but there's no big, flashing Start Here button. It kind of feels like you've been handed the keys to a brand new car, but you have no idea where the car is parked.
And I really want you to hear this. That's a completely normal and super important part of the journey. Figuring out your coding home, the place where you'll actually build things, is a huge step. So let's actually break down what your options are.
Okay, welcome to the world of code editors and IDEs. That might sound a little technical, but really, these are just the names for the workshops where you'll do your work. They're specialized programs built to make a programmer's life a whole lot easier. Now, you're going to hear the acronym IDE a lot. It just stands for Integrated Development Environment. And all that means is it's an all-in-one toolbox. It's got a place to write your code, a button to run your code, and, this is a big one, tools to help you figure out what went wrong when your code breaks. And here's the most important part. The whole point of these tools isn't to make your life more complicated. Nope. They exist for one reason, and one reason only, to help you write better code faster. They take care of all the tedious stuff so you can focus on the fun part, the actual problem solving.
All right, now that we know what we're talking about, let's go on a little tour. We're going to check out some of the most popular and famous environments out there for Python developers. You ready? Let's do it. First stop is idle. Now, the best thing about idle is you already have it. Seriously, if you installed Python, it came along for the ride. It's super simple, no frills, and it's absolutely perfect for just getting your feet wet, writing your first few lines of code, and running little scripts without any complicated setup.
Next up, a true heavyweight, Visual Studio Code, or as everyone calls it, VS Code. This thing is a free, super powerful code editor from Microsoft. Its real magic, though, is in the thousands of extensions. You just add the Python extension, and suddenly you have this amazing, customizable environment for basically anything, from building websites to doing data science.
Okay, and this is important. Don't confuse this one with VS Code. This is the full Visual Studio. Think of it as the giant industrial strength workshop. For decades, it's been a powerhouse, especially in the corporate world. It also has fantastic support for Python, so it's a really solid choice if you're in an environment where you might be working with other languages too.
Now, let's talk about PyCharm. This isn't just a general tool that works with Python. It was built from the ground up just for Python. And because it's so focused, it's incredibly smart. It can practically finish your sentences for you, spot errors before you even run your code, and it's fantastic for keeping big, complex projects organized.
Here's another one that's dedicated to Python, the Wing Python IDE. Just like PyCharm, it's all about Python all the time. It's especially famous for having a really good debugger. That's the tool that helps you hunt down bugs, and Wing's debugger is known for being powerful and just plain easy to use.
Then we have Spyder. If you're into science, data, or research, you're going to love this one. What makes Spyder special is its layout. It has this amazing Variable Explorer window where you can literally see your data as it changes. For anyone working with numbers and charts, this is an absolute game changer.
And for our last stop, something totally different, Jupyter Notebook. You see, instead of writing one long file of code, Jupyter lets you work in these little boxes called cells. You can write and run some code in one cell, then write some notes in the next, and then display a graph in the cell after that. It's more like an interactive story, which makes it incredible for learning, experimenting, and sharing your work with others.
So there you have it. That's a quick flyover of the landscape. As you can see, there's a whole range of options, right? From the simple, built-in IDLE, all the way to a specialized tool like PyCharm or a flexible notebook like Jupyter. There's really something for everyone.
Okay, so after seeing all that, the big question is still hanging there. Which one is right for you? The best part is, there's no wrong answer. There's only what's right for you, right now in your journey.
You can really think of it in two ways. On one side, you've got the simple start approach. Describe something lightweight, something easy, and just start writing code immediately. On the other side, you've got comprehensive power. This is where you might spend a little more time up front to learn a tool that's packed with features that'll help you down the road. Both are perfectly fine paths to take. But if you take away only one single thing from all of this, please let it be this. The best tool is the one that gets you to start coding. Seriously, don't spend a week agonizing over the perfect choice. Just pick one that looks cool to you and jump in. You can always change your mind later.
So, your coding adventure really does start with this one little decision. Which one of these is going to be your first stop? What's the name of the place where you're going to write your very first line of Python code?